Payback time.
This figure makes me both very happy and a little frustrated at the same time. Like I always say, I don't collect Black Series. So this figure for my collection is essentially an accessory to my Republic Commando Black Series figures, because I only collect the Clone Troopers. I got this to be just destroyed, to be like held by the neck, to be being destroyed by my Republic Commandos. This figure is an accessory for them. That's why I got it. And it cost me $30. $31.25 after tax. Yikes. Man, so it is absolutely crazy how expensive Black Series action figures are getting. I know these GameStop Gaming Greats exclusives have always been more expensive. They've always been a little more expensive, but I feel like it's like looking at this. I paid $30 for this. 30. Oh my gosh. Remember back in the day, good old Saga Legends, when Hasbro was actually more honest with their budgeting and like how much they could get away with selling you? The Saga Legends line had 2 articulated battle droid figures for the price of 1 standard figure, because they used that little plastic in comparison. Yeah, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore. Nah. It's saving you money? Getting you a deal? Nah, Black Series is all about making sure that they can get your money. And they got my money with this. What can I say? They tugged at me a little too close by making the Republic Commando Battle Droid. I've always loved this design of the Battle Droid. I think it looks super cool. And this figure is, it looks cool. Looks the part. Okay, let's look at the box real quick, because this is the plastic-free packaging. So yeah, the box is nice. I actually do like this plastic-free packaging. I think it looks good. However, I did a whole video talking about plastic-free packaging and how Hasbro is not ready for it yet. Because this is the kind of thing that could be easily stolen, easily swapped. Now, granted, with GameStop's return policies on toys, thankfully, that would hopefully prevent swapping. But also, since you can't see it, if you get this thing and open it up, and it's absolutely like missing its head or whatever, and you want to return it to GameStop, they won't let you. They won't let you because it's been opened. So you'll have to go through Hasbro, and they'll send you a Black Series Lando as replacement. I don't know. It's lovely. It's just a great situation. It's got a little bit of a bio, if you want to read that. It's just a bio. It is what it is. Yeah, I like the pictures. I think it looks cool. Is a bit of false advertisement, though, because it shows the eyes as all white, which is more game accurate. But they kind of did a little creative. They didn't paint the eyes all white, basically, on the figure. They did not. Let's zoom in. Let's take a look. So, yeah, his eyes, they're mostly white around the eyes, but they're still, gray in the recesses. It should all be white, but I can't really be mad because I think it looks really cool like that. I can't be too mad. I love the Republic Commando design for the B1s. I think it looks so cool. Why they redesigned them for the game, I have no idea. We never saw battle droids like this before, after, or, at all, really, except for Republic Commando. It's like the game designers just wanted to make them look a little more intimidating. And I think they did a good job of that. This looks like a pretty intimidating battle droid. I like it. I think it looks cool. Is this $30 worth of plastic? Hell no. Hell no. But that's what I paid because I wanted it. I could have waited for a sale. I could have, but I wanted it, man. I wanted it. And it's only money. It's only money. I really need to make a video just talking about budgeting and how much money the hobby is now, because it's just getting ridiculous. I will not point it out anymore in the video. I will try my best not to. Let's just talk about the figure. It's basically just a repaint of that original Black Series Battle Droid, which I do have. I'm not really going to compare it because, it's this next to a standard Battle Droid. You can kind of figure that out. But, the mold is as floppy and weird as ever. It's still decent, right? It still has decent articulation. I like the ball joint at the head, and I guess we'll just go over it. The extendo neck and the hinge there, so it can roll up, and I'll show you how that looks. And then it's got nice ball hinges at the shoulders, which I really like. Swivel at the bicep, hinge at the elbow, forearm swivel, hinge at the wrist, swivel, so you can actually get him like getting in some pretty good poses with the wrists there. And then the waist, kind of on a ball joint. It has like the rubbery tendons, which I think works pretty good. But once you kind of get it center, after moving it, it gets a little loose. The hips are still kind of bad because they're just essentially on swivels. They're on ball joints, but they don't move out at all. I feel like, you know, they could have sacrificed to the sculpt a little bit and had a little notch in there just to move it out a little bit, because not moving it out at all is not really great. Nothing for the thighs. The knees, they bend in really great, but I've noticed, like, after I bend it and you straighten it back out, yikes, that's not good. The ankles, they have like a rotation and then a hinge and then a pivot, so the ankles are nice. You know, you can get them in, you know, standard classic battle droid poses. It's a battle droid at the end of the day. He does not come with a command fin. He just comes with the standard backpack and, you know, the blaster. You know, you can take that off. It's detached in the box. You can still shift these down if you want and hopefully not bend them like I just did. Yikes. Yeah, you can still get those down, which is pretty cool. Ooh! That sounded like a marble being dropped. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and connect that. And then the gun will still connect right up there. Let's get them all balled up. Let's do it. Let's ball them up. I do like how it balls up because you have this extra bit of articulation too for that piece. And then the legs will move up. And he kind of hugs his legs. It's kind of like a tornado drill at school. If you're an American kid, you know what I'm talking about. You know, huddled in the hallway like this in the lower floor of the school. It's basically how he's posed. But yeah, it's cool. You know, it's a cool figure. It is. Like, it has a couple little issues with the joints and everything. They don't really want to, you know, stay in certain poses, and some joints kind of don't get you where you want them to go. But it's a battle droid. You have the limitations of the character design itself. Like the hips, you know, I can kind of forgive that because it's the character design. But could they have done this a little bit better? Like this figure right here. I mean, maybe, you know, practice some of the joint tolerances a little bit would have been nice. But other than that, I think the figure's nice. I just wish it wasn't $30 because that is ridiculous. Given how Black Series started out at $20, the fact that I'm paying $30 for something now, it's ridiculous. Now, sure, it's, you know, it's $28.99, so come on, it's $30 after tax. It's $30. It's ridiculous. And I've had this theory for a while, and I know it's true. Hasbro is trying to get us comfortable spending $30 on 6-inch action figures. Because other companies are doing this. Like NECA, they're up to like $35, $40 now. I don't even buy NECA stuff anymore. I had to tap out of that. Jeez, what else is like $30? Super 7's $55, which I think that's overpriced. Super 7's just overpriced in general. But, you know, I think that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get us comfortable. I mean, with the Boba Fett tax, those Boba Fetts, man, they don't have to be that expensive. They just want you to be comfortable spending that much, I guess. Because one thing that really is evidence, I'm going on about it, aren't I? I'm going on about it again with the pricing and everything. But I want to say it. One thing that is evidence that Hasbro overprices his stuff ridiculously, look at their starting lineup line. Those started at $50 each, and no one bought them. So they lowered it to $30. $20. Nearly 50%. Like, we're just $5 shy of a 50% price decrease. That $20 that they decreased off the price was essentially just room they could play with on the budget and the pricing. So just imagine how much room they could play with on the pricing for this stuff. They always come up with excuses like, oh, we try to keep the price as low as possible, blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. Nah, man. This thing, $30, you kidding me? You kidding me with this? $30 for that? Nah, man. You ain't fooling me. You ain't fooling me. You could have sold this for $15 easy. You could have. You could have put it in one of those, like, Hasbro Pulse, like, tiny cardboard boxes. Sold it as a troop builder for $15. You could have done that, but no. No, you didn't. Because they knew suckers like me would still buy it. That's the fundamental problem. We vote with our wallets, and we're still voting yes, and they know we're willing to pay this price. Okay, I've rambled on long enough. I've absolutely rambled on long enough. Is this figure worth it? If you have the other Republic Commandos, absolutely you want this. Even if you don't collect the battle droids, if you just have the clones, like having this here, let me just fetch them. Let me just grab them real quick. You know, here's Boss. There he is right there. And all of these do have like larger resin weapons I'm trying to think about who sent them to me. I think it was Kickapoo Ninja. I think it was Kickapoo Ninja that sent me all these resin weapons. The 3D printed ones. I don't remember where he got the files from and everything. Please forgive me. I can never remember that. I've mentioned it in the past, but I can't remember. But yeah, you know, just having all the commandos and everything. Like having them lined up back there. And just having this battle droid. Let's just say, you know, let's take Boss, for instance. You know, good old Boss. And yes, mine's missing the dots. If you don't know, mine was like it's like a factory error. It didn't have the dots. I just didn't notice. All right, we can kind of have him like holding his neck or something. And then having this just like, you know, all droopy and, you know, all deactivated, drooping down. If he can get a grasp. He used to get a grasp, but I think I stretched his neck a little bit. Or stretched his hand a little bit holding the gun. Yeah, there we go. Almost. Nope. There we go. There we go. Like, look at that. That is a very cool, very awesome add-on to the Republic Commandos as a set of 4 figures. Like, this is how I'm displaying mine. Like, mine will be displayed with this droid. Absolutely 100%. How could I not? I mean, look at that. How could I not? That's why I got it. It's such a cool accessory for them, you know? But it was $30. So my final verdict, you know, if you got the whole set and if you love them as much as I do, get it. But maybe wait for a sale. For me, I didn't want to wait. I was just like, yeah, let me go ahead and grab it. I didn't want to wait. I got it on release day. But if you can wait for a sale, man, Black Series stuff from GameStop has been going on sale and clearance very frequently. Because a lot of people, thankfully, are being proper and voting with their wallets and not getting these at the $30 GameStop price, because it's ridiculous. And it's even worse over in the UK. Daniel East 1000 did an awesome overview of the 4 Republic Commandos and a big review. And he talked about how the prices are like, you know, higher, lower, higher, lower, higher, higher. Like, it was ridiculous. Like, converting the currency costs, I think I did it a bit ago, $31-ish in the US, like US currency is around £25 in the UK, and they're paying like £30 for these over there. So it's even more ridiculous over there getting these things. Pricing's insane. It's getting to the point where it's like I don't want to talk about the pricing on these kind of things, but it's hard not to. In 2023, in this economy, where we're just trying to enjoy and buy some toys and distract ourselves from, you know, all the awful news this way, that way. We just, you know, we come home from a stressful day at work. We just want to open up a toy and just have some fun and put it on the display. The fact that we have to pay so much more to do that in this economy, it's getting harder for me to justify collecting in general. It's getting harder. I will be making a video very shortly discussing kind of this current culture of pricing, and I'll just be rambling, basically. It'll be for those that didn't want to listen to me in this video, but want to hear my thoughts on it, because I haven't really... I've talked about Hasbro's price increases, but I haven't talked about the whole, like, pre-order culture, this, that, and the other, because I pre-ordered the Battle Droid and Scorch, and I canceled the pre-orders, because I'm like, I don't want to have these pre-orders and then pay if I don't have the money for it. So, you know, on release day, I'm like, I have the money, let me go to GameStop, and they brought them out the back for me, and they sold them to me. You know, I had the money, but I don't want... Okay, I'm rambling. I'll save it for the video. I'll save it for the video I am making. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching. Special shout out to the channel members, as always. Thank you all so much for the continued support. Channel members were able to see this video early, as well as several others. If you want to be a channel member, consider that. You know, always helps out the channel, like any support or help. Even just watching, commenting, liking really helps. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Alrighty. I am in super rambly mode. I think I need to do that video next so I can get it out of my system. Have a great one, guys. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.